What's up, everybody? So, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. What about it, Nettie and Felix? I think Jerry's on a phone call. But did y'all have an awesome Christmas?
Yeah.
No. But I'm okay that it's over with. We never have awesome Christmas. Not anymore. Kids are all grown. It's no fun.
What about you, Nettie? How was Christmas in the desert?
Well, we don't have any kids, so it was fun. Yeah, we had a good time.
I worry about Nettie on Christmas morning with mail and no kids in the camper, and I just don't know. Nettie just seems like the type that could come up with anything, you know. And so, but that's why I like being around this bunch. They're fun and entertaining. But me and Tammy, we set Christmas aside totally different. Like we may carry each other out to eat if you can do that as a married couple for our birthdays, or we may go out to eat on our anniversary and not really buy each other anything. But on Christmas, we have always, it's for every Christmas we've been together.
Wait, I did get this.
Oh man, I'm still waiting on mine. I ordered one. That rocks.
Wow. It came the day after Christmas, but I did get it.
I haven't got mine yet. When they had the free shipping, me and Tammy ordered us one for Christmas.
Yeah, that's when I ordered.
And but anyway, me and Tammy always buys each other something pretty good for Christmas. But like I say, we don't do anything the other holidays. Never now and then I'll surprise Tammy with something cool. We've got an echo, and we didn't have Jerry unmuted his mic. So, all right. So now we're good. I muted Jerry, and we don't have an echo. We'll let Jerry get set up. He can unmute when he gets set up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Jerry's trying to do there, but
I think he's trying to mount his mic.
He hung it last night.
I think he's trying to mount it away from his mic on his laptop. Yep, that's what I thought. But anyway, so, and then the kids, let me just say, me and Tammy bought each other something pretty good. You know, Tammy, poor thing, she does all of her business, and there's a lot of business that goes on even if you're shut down, and then a lot of your personal business. Well, she is a Chromebook fan. About 6 or 7 years ago, it's been several years ago, the kids bought us a Chromebook, and Tammy used it. It's a little bitty one. She had tore that thing out. It got to where you couldn't open and close the, like you had to leave the screen open in a certain position. If you messed with it, it would go black. I mean, it was wore out. So I bought her a new, about the size of my MacBook Pro, a new Chromebook. I mean, them things are not very expensive. Well, that little I didn't tell her. I told her I didn't want anything. It was a bad year. I was going to do that because she works so hard. She takes care of the kids, you know, all of this stuff. And she has just been so stressed. That's awesome. No echo and a good volume on the mic too. So, but anyway, I didn't want her to get me anything. She didn't know I was getting her anything. You know, it was a bad year. Let's don't do anything. Well, that little turkey gets together with Keisha, and they bought me a drone. Did y'all see the picture on Facebook?
No, I did not.
So I was wondering.
So that was our two presents to each other. I was ecstatic. I was totally blown away. I had no idea. It's a F-22. It's not a our Epic RV Adventure drone, you know what I'm saying? Not one of them DJIs or whatever. Not one of those. Is it Contixo? CONTIXO F-22? It's awesome.
They're all good anymore.
I don't have Facebook, so I can't see it, Gary. You need to put it on Instagram.
Yeah, I will try to send that to you.
Okay.
Well, I had sent Michael a link off of eBay, but the link on eBay is wrong because it's got the weight wrong. Michael said I'd have to register it and get a license, but I pulled up the actual weight on it and watched a bunch of other YouTube channels, and the weight on eBay, undoubtedly the seller had several listed, and they kept some of the descriptions off others.
Wow.
So it had it weighing at 525 grams, and it only weighs like 200 and something grams, so it falls under where you don't even have to register it.
Now you realize if you use that for any videos on your YouTube, you still have to get a license.
Right.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, if I do any videos with the drone, they'll be on Facebook because I don't get paid on Facebook. So if I do any of those, I'll tell y'all about it on YouTube. So
yeah, that's the place they can see where you crash it for the first time.
Right.
What? I was impressed. I got my teenager son because, you know, him and Keisha are the tech gurus. So I charge it, and man, I've got it all ready to go. And me and him get out there, and he's a nervous wreck. He don't even fly it. Even after I fly it, he won't even touch the controls. He don't want to crash it. And so it has a easy mode. And I'm like, why would you use anything else? And I'm sure there's reasons, but this thing has anything. I'm sure that like it don't have the gimbal camera, but that's okay. I didn't even know if I even wanted. I wanted one, but I didn't even care. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It's got the 1080 camera. Awesome. I'll send y'all some pictures, but can't show them on YouTube. But I'll send y'all some pictures. But all right, I don't have it on my Daydream Facebook, but I'll try to put some on the Daydream Facebook. I have them on my personal Facebook as the
I can't find you.
If you go to my personal Facebook page, on my banner, I've got the picture of the house, I think. Let me see. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I think you made it your cover photo.
Oh yeah, I got you now. That's nice.
That was like my second flight. So I got it up going, no problem. But I did like the wind was hardly, I mean, you could feel a breeze, right? Well, I learned real quick is that if you're flying a little drone, you have to be really hypersensitive to wind. When I lifted that bad boy above the trees, that thing started battling the wind. And it wasn't bad, but just a slight little breeze, and that thing would start rocking. But I live in
that's a good fit for your property there.
Thank you. So when you lifted that thing up and you cleared all them trees that was blocking the wind, boy, it made a big difference. But I had fun. I learned how to do some stuff, and it taught me a few things. I knew it had these features, but I didn't know if I'd ever used it. But it only come with one battery. And so I didn't realize how long we'd been playing. You know, when you're having fun, you don't realize how much time. Anyway, all of a sudden, yesterday or the day before, me and Thomas had it out, and this bad boy started headed back. I mean, I ain't even controlling it. It's coming back to it. That thing hovered overhead, comes down, lands, and in the video, you can see the lights blinking. The battery was dying.
Yeah.
And it had a
return home. Yeah.
I've not yet. I don't know if there's a way of calibrating it, but I've not yet figured out how to get it to land on the pad it takes off from. It misses at about 3 feet every time.
That's even with mine. Mine won't land exactly on the spot, but it gets close.
I'm going to have to, because see, I got a gravel driveway, so far it's not tilted over and hit anything. But I worry about it landing on that gravel, so I may have to move my landing zone. So, get
a piece of 4x8 plywood and lay down there. It'll fit that.
I had a small piece of foam board, insulation board that we were using, so that's what I would take off on. And I thought, well, it'll land right back there. I accidentally hit the emergency land. I'm thinking, oh crap, this thing's gonna fall out of the sky. Because it's an emergency button, so it makes it come out of the sky fast, it says. Well, I'm thinking, oh no. What it is, if you hold the hover, like so you crank it, and then you hit the hover button, it raises it off the pad, then you take off, right? Well, if you hold the hover button 3 seconds, that thing falls out of the sky. Well, I accidentally did that, and it don't necessarily fall out of the sky, but it makes every part of your body that your hair even creases up. Because that thing is coming out of the sky. I got video of that thing coming down. Boy, it's coming down. I guess that's if you're getting close to an airplane, or I don't know why you would need to emergency land like that, but man, that baby's coming down. But
Now you'll get out of that easy mode. You'll get out of that easy mode in a couple of weeks, because that easy mode won't let it go so far away from you.
Oh, that's right one. I kept trying to get it to go further.
No, because you're in that easy mode, and it'll say in your, like, it'll only fly 200 feet away from you, and it'll stop. Kind of puts a perimeter around where you're at. It won't let you go so high, and won't let you go so far out. That way you can always keep an eye on it. Couple of weeks, you'll get rid of that easy mode, and you'll be out to where you can't even hardly see it anymore.
So
fly by the camera.
You see what Texas Family Camping said? When the birds attack the drone, you want to drop quick.
I gotcha. But
yeah, and did you see in the chat, Gary, that we got the Wandering Aces, Adventured Billy and Brenda? They don't see the chat. I think they got to hit probably the is it the live chat in order to see the chat?
Yeah.
I don't
Should be
know.
over there on the chat.
Live chat just puts it in
live order,
in live order, but
yeah,
they should be able to see the chat.
Oh, also, are they on their phone? If you're on your phone, sometimes you have to hold it up in the regular phone position instead of sideways. Every phone's different.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We got 20 in the house. Man, this is awesome for a Monday. Don't forget the party tomorrow night. It will start at 7 o'clock
Central. 8 Eastern.
Yeah, we will be starting in Jerry Holly's normal spot. And we'll just go till y'all get tired of having fun. I don't have anything much planned other than I have thrown out an invite for some people we used to hang out with on a bunch of lives. And so we're just going to hang out, have fun. We're going to do it old school. So nothing laid out. We're going to do it like we used to do the late night parties. And I may even go get some pork.
You going to be cutting material then?
I will not be cutting material. So don't.
Wandering Aces may need to like refresh the whole live stream or completely leave and come back in, because they're only seeing themselves talk and not anybody else. So there's a glitch on their end somewhere.
Yeah, but they are in courtside. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Could be internet.
But yeah, normally for here, the morning's better, but not for everybody. You know, we have a lot of problems where the chat is spinning. Nighttime is the worst. I'm barely able to get through being on Sunday with BB3 because she's behind. Her voice is behind her picture, you know, where I'm trying to hear her. And then after that, it's terrible. Nobody can get on. And then it's just going to get worse. Because when everybody comes in,
Artist on the Road is they have a chat box. It's just they're only seeing themselves talk. They aren't seeing anybody else. So,
that's
and
weird.
Texas Family Camping, I'm assuming, is agreeing with they need to refresh or go all the way out and come back in. Try starting over.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue. You know, I do good to turn my computer on, off, and reboot work.
Reboot.
Also, my son Thomas knows that I like to YouTube. Of course, he helped me a lot. Bought me a YouTube kit, so I've got another light coming. Well, it's actually in yonder. It's the circle light, but I'm gonna put it overhead and shine it down. I don't know if with my glasses, if I need it in front of me, but it's one of the circle lights. I don't know exactly what you call it, but it's a whole kit. It's a vlogging kit. So Thomas got us that. But the kids spoiled us, I want to say, without going into a lot of details. The kids got a little revenge on mom and dad. And they didn't have to do that, but they did. And we had a good time. They come and hung out all day Christmas Day. Last year, we were not able to hang out on Christmas Day because my wife was sick. And so it was good to be back having it on Christmas. Went to Dad yesterday and hung out. We just had a good week. Ate way too much food. Way too much junk food. What's bad is when your wife is usually in charge of dessert making for all the dinners, and she has a bar. Y'all seen our bar, our island. When that thing's over half full of dessert, that is not good for short fat boy.
Yeah, nope. I ate too much too.
I am the taste tester. So I'm looking. Texas Family Camping has had that issue. Did that fix that issue, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't seen him come back in.
Yeah, he came back. He said it worked.
Oh, okay. All I saw was that he was rebooting.
So, well,
I may have to cut out of here a little early. I just got a phone call from our training chief. I'm going to go get my vaccination.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to go at 10:30, but it got moved up a little bit. So
we'll all
get my first one.
He turns into a zombie after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I'm getting the Moderna one. So 4 weeks later, I go get the second shot. So that'd be great. I'll get the first one before courtside and then the second one after I get back. So.
And you don't have no allergies, right?
No. Not much.
I didn't say if you tweaked a lot. I asked if you had allergies.
No allergies. No. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get it. I'm glad it's finally here. So. I had a lot of mixed emotions on it, but yeah, I know. Maybe I'll get a lollipop afterwards.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to come back. I'm tearing this couch out today. So there might be a video or some chainsaw action going on later. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this out of this rig.
Yay! Chainsaw.
You taking the couch out and putting recliner?
Yeah. Well, I was showing Felix and them last night. I got my computer stuff moved in here, and right now it's just on the dining room table. If you notice, I'm having to set sideways.
I wouldn't like that.
I don't like it because this couch here. See how close it is? My chair's got to sit in here sideways, and I don't like that at all. So couch is coming out today, and then I'm going to put one of my recliners in here. I had to take this office chair apart to get it in the front door last night. I had to take the legs off of it, their swivel part, to get my chair in here, and then I can't turn around. So.
Did you get your chair leg fixed?
No, I broke my chair last night.
Oh.
I had to go out by the station. But
Jerry Holly.
Anyway, it's all in here, so that's good. Yeah. See, even my phone says, "Go get shot."
Oh man.
But I guess I better get off here and get up there. So nice seeing you guys, and we'll catch you somewhere today.
All right, see you, Jerry.
Bye.
All right, take care, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye. Good deal. So we'll get to let Jerry be the guinea pig.
Yeah. I hate for anybody to have to be a guinea pig. Bye, Natty.
We lost.
Could have at least said goodbye. Just like, forget you people. I'm out of here. Whoa, I just did like a refresh or something. That's weird. Oh, it did it on. It wasn't just me because I just saw it on my phone because my phone's a little behind. Like the whole StreamYard did a weird refresh thing.
Well, no, I changed the background.
Oh,
That's
maybe
what
that's
the blank
what it was.
The
All I
blink
saw was
would
the
make-
blink.
yeah.
I wasn't concentrating on either spot when it did it. I just saw the blink. So,
I swapped backgrounds and it made it blank.
I gotcha.
So, well, did you spoil them grand puppies?
Actually, I didn't even get the one anything. Oh, I can show everybody a picture of them. They probably, because I don't have everybody on Facebook. Hold on, let me see.
I'm back.
I gotta find it though. I didn't get my grandpups anything. I did get my dog something, but come on.
We actually babysitted our grand puppy one night.
There's my one grand dog. That's Tank. That's my daughter's. He's a shelter rescue. She actually got him right before Christmas last year. He's a smart little dog. Very smart. But he's also very clingy. I mean, he was abused and stuff, so it's kind of to be expected, but you know. And then this is the picture's a little bit blurry, but that's my son's Basset Hound puppy playing with the Christmas wrap.
Oh,
I can't remember how old that one is. I mean, it's a puppy. He's a baby. Those ears drag the floor. It is so funny.
His way home, Dad's had another video go viral. Man, that's crazy. My last 4 or 5 have not even made the short shelf.
Is that the same one you told me about the other day? Or is this another one? Because you told me about one the other day.
My last 4 or 5 has not even got on the shelf.
Yeah, see, now one of them, I can't remember which one I looked at. It's saying shorts, and it's saying 33% of these was from shorts, and I know that's crap because I have comments. It's like all from my subscribers, so it's not the shorts shelf; it's the shorts playlist. That it's counting that as shorts views because it's in the playlist. That's why that link, if you take the link from the shorts playlist, it has the word shorts in it. That's how they're separating them and keeping track.
I'm fixing to have my second one to hit 1,000.
Okay. So he's had 3. His way's had 3 now that's gone way up in the multiple digits.
Yeah.
The thousands and thousands. And he's gained subscribers off of every single one. And I think he's kept the majority of the subscribers that he gained off of each one.
That's awesome. My second one that's getting close to 1,000, which I got one at nearly 3,000, but my second one that's getting close to 1,000 is at 961.
Morning, KNR. So I'll tell you something that I think is a crazy goal to have met. Lucky Dog Productions hit 1 million views on their channel. 1 million views.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Can't even imagine that.
Wow. I was going to look just to see how that relates to what I have. Lifetime views. Let's see here. I've had 44,037 the lifetime of my channel. Wow.
How many? How many?
44,000 in the lifetime of my channel.
We were 70 something. I gotta find it. 73,240. That's ours. We're at 73,240.
His way getting close to 250,000 views.
Yeah.
Don't you get a plaque when you get 1 million views?
I have no idea. You would think so.
The Purple Tube lost 600 people after they gained 8 hit one of their shorts.
Wow! Did you see that? 322,000 views.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still,
but no matter.
if you get those 200 though, I mean, that's still something.
Yeah.
The good thing about shorts, I think, which in his case, he may be doing so well because his is all related content, related to the theme of his channel. In my case, I think being so all over the board brings people, you just never know what you're going to see when you watch one of my shorts kind of thing. Plaques for friends and started 100K. Okay. Texas Family Camping pulled up what the plaques are. So.
Nope. So no. Okay. So no plaques for views and stuff.
KNR, their shorts crested single digits. And you know, my sawmill video, you know, I had one I messed up and didn't do it in the right format. I'm thinking about re-releasing that and adding some sawmill footage to it because my second video that didn't hit 1,000 stopped at about 800. When it hit the shelf, it went up to about 800 and stopped. But it has constantly gained views. It's gained several in the last few days. So it is constantly getting views. Something about sawmill. And so I
see, the KNR said that their puppy one flopped. And, you know, everybody's like, oh, it's the pets. It's the pets. Do the pets. Well, I've done several on Darby and nope. I've got one of them that didn't even hit 100 views. And like all of our videos always hit almost at least 100 views. And so that one's really driving me crazy because it didn't even hit 100. And I'm like, wow, you know.
Well, that goes back to what I was saying. My sawmill video is constantly growing. My puppy video, y'all were here when it hit. It died in the 20-something hundred. It's not really growed. It's still at like 2876. I thought it was going to hit 3,000 a week ago or 4 or 5 days ago, and it's got 31 views in 48 hours, which is not bad for my channel, but it sort of slowed down. I thought it would break 3,000. But the sawmill one shocked me. It just keeps on giving. But now I have not had a tremendous amount of new subscribers out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, really, unless you hit one hits where you're just gaining constant, boom, like your puppy one did. You know that hit the short shelf. You know it did. But the ones that are gaining so slow, are they really on the short shelf or are they just, you see what I'm saying? Because now that we know where it says where the audience is coming from, that shorts doesn't necessarily mean short shelf. Now we don't know, you know, is that video getting on the short shelf and giving us 10 views, or is that just people coming in and pulling it from the playlist and watching it and giving us 10 views?
And so then you can't watch the short shelf and see your video on the short shelf. There's so many out there, you know?
Yeah. I think that's a lot of it. Is, you know, that when it first started here a month or two ago and people were doing it, they were really taking off fast and everybody was getting so many views because it was new for everybody. But then now, you know, there's so many people doing it. Now you're fighting for a spot on the short shelf, basically.
New man.
How that goes on it, I don't know. You know, baby farts seem to do really well. I've seen that on the short shelf a lot, and I don't even understand that. I don't find it funny, but you know, whatever. You know, there's a lot of them. There's, you know, some anti-police stuff I've seen on there, and I'm like, that really shouldn't be on there either. But
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm excited for everybody that's doing good on the short. I didn't do any through the holidays much, but I done one. I took a challenge from Happy Place Camping and done that one, and it's doing good. It's not even on the shelf. Good for my channel. That one and my Orange Slice one's got, I think, nearly 50 views without being on the short shelf. That's pretty average for mine. So,
me too, Texas Family Camping, because most of the time they only show the little bit of a portion of the video of what they want you to see. There's always a story behind it all. Don't do crap to get yourself in trouble, then you don't have to worry about the police.
yeah. The
fastest swipe up in the West. I do like that they let you skip them. I'm glad there's a swipe so you can go through and skip what you don't want to watch, because there's a lot of them. I'm like, I don't want to watch this crap.
Well, let me tell you this. Every time I try to go, pull up YouTube and it shows me the short shelf, it keeps showing me the same videos that I swipe past. It don't give me new videos. Like, I just quit watching. I haven't been there in a while because it's just the same old crap that I didn't want to watch. Like the football video I keep telling Phyllis.
I don't understand that, because I've been in the shelf tons of times, and it's almost always all different stuff. Every once in a while, a same one will pop up. So I don't know what you're doing wrong.
I don't know either.
Have you updated your app lately? Maybe you've got an outdated app. I don't know. I may need to look into that one day.
Probably swiping down and not swiping up.
That's possible. So you keep playing the same video over and over again? Are you swiping the right way, Gary?
You just never know about me and my swipe.
Yeah,
Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. We got Traveling Nate Dog in the chat. I think they're new.
So,
actually, they came in last week or the week before.
Watched a couple of good movies this weekend. If you're into the Disney type movies, we watched what is the Jungle Book one? The Mowgli. That was awesome. Mowgli is the live version of Jungle Book, basically. Anyway, that was an awesome movie. Y'all need to watch that. And we also watched is it Mulan? Did I tell y'all about? You laughed at me and said it wasn't a Christmas movie?
Yep, that would be the one I laughed at you about.
Yep. Anyway, that is also good in that.
I mean, they're gonna know I'm the one that laughed. So
yeah. But anyway, I let everybody else pick. So,
see, Gary likes watching the princess movies.
Yeah, I just, I always imagine myself as the prince.
As the princess, right? Right.
Tell you a funny story about that. So yesterday at Dad's at Christmas, we have a lot of little ones, like little ones, and so y'all heard me talk about JJ, my niece, that my dad raising her and her older sister. Anyway, so JJ is not 2 yet. Well, she may be 2. Anyway, so one of my brothers or sisters buys JJ this pink castle. Like, you set it up in the living room, like, pretty good size, but it's material. So you raise it up and you slide these little tent rails in it, and they slide in a certain position. It holds its form. Awesome. But you have to get in the door of this thing to put it together. So guess who gets picked to do that? So they've got video and pictures of me with my tail sticking out of the thing. If you'd been any bigger than me, I don't know how you'd have put it together. But anyway, they had fun laughing at me yesterday. I was in the little princess castle and building the walls and,
I think I need to send you a little bling hat that you can wear on your show.
What I need to know is, did you let your hair down?
I always let my hair down.
Oh, God.
How you like my locks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So you're more like Goldilocks.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Hey,
Technically,
we
Goldilocks.
need an
was our
emoji
friend.
that says Goldie. A Goldie emoji.
Yeah. I noticed we hadn't seen Felix emoji this morning.
Gary Tunzel.
That like would be a new coffee cup.
Yeah, I just threw it out there. I didn't even realize there was a new emoji.
Oh,
yeah, it was used a couple of times, but it was way earlier.
Yeah, Felix has got the new nickname Mod Boss. Instead of Mob Boss, Mod Boss. Get it? And so
I hope she can do her magic and help Jerry get the rest of his money.
I got a feeling that's going to be a loss.
Yeah,
I'm kind of wondering if something wasn't set up under a different email at one point.
Well,
you know Felix, when I was helping him that day, he was logged into another email, and then he switched it to the right email. I think it may have to do with that.
One of his daughters handles his checkbook. I think the daughter needs to be asked, is there a deposit?
Which would have, let me think when that would have went in. It would have had to have gone in November, I believe.
But anyway, I think
but he swears he never got the pin.
Look at all these emojis going. Woohoo!
Right. If he had got the pin, though, and he said he never even got the pin, and you can't they won't pay you if you don't verify your address.
I would still because Jerry is like me. You get a lot of stuff, you don't really know, you do stuff, you don't really know what you've done. I mean,
I asked the other day, I asked him if he would have had it under a different.
I would like the daughter to get involved, the one that handles the checkbook, and go over and see if there's a mysterious deposit there.
But the reason why it wasn't working when we were helping him is because he was logged in under the wrong email. When you had us go back in to help him finish it.
Also, I'm going to about bet you his wife set up their YouTube account. I nearly bet
I don't know about that either.
Because see, they had their YouTube account before she got sick.
Yeah, and she set up his Instagram.
So I wonder.
Only thing is, if he would have been trying to tie an extra or another account to his AdSense, it should have kicked it out. It should have gave him a warning. You can only have one AdSense account. It should have told him that.
Unless she had it in her name. That YouTube account in her name.
It wouldn't matter if you're trying to tie it to your AdSense, because AdSense would tell you can only have one. You can't have two. See, in this case, they both be Jerry, but he already had one connected. Allegedly, we're guessing here. Already had one connected and then tried to connect a new one. It should have gave him this big flashing warning or whatever and say, you can't do that. You can't have two. You're going to have to delete one. Because that is my understanding is it will not allow you to do that. I mean, you can change the information in it, but you can't have a totally different account. So I still feel like if that's the case and it did go in under his other email address and possible information, I still feel like Google dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Because they should have gave a warning and said, hey, you already have an account connected here. Don't try to don't try to attach this one too.
Well, Felix, there was some kind of warning that came up.
Oh.
And that's when he realized he was in the wrong email, because I don't know anything about what y'all are talking about because we're not there. You know, well, so when we were trying to help him that day and he was doing all kinds of stuff, then he went back in and it was almost like he did it over.
So see, and I didn't know either at the time because I had just got our stuff and I was having issues of my own. So
yeah. So the way Jerry is, he probably did have something.
So what we need from Jerry, I'm gonna have to message Jerry later and see if I can get some technical information out of him. Because I'm thinking I need to log into that other one and see if it's there.
So I got this Christmas present from a YouTube channel. A couple days ago. I think I got it actually the day before Christmas. I'm gonna hold it up here and see if y'all can tell me. There's no prize in it, but just for fun, see if y'all can tell me who sent me this present.
Do bomb dogs dream of chasing butterflies?
David from Texas Family Camping?
Wrong.
Over the hill RV?
Over the hill RV, yeah. I thought it was a dead giveaway when it talked about
dogs. What's my prize?
Huh?
What's my prize?
I said no prize. I didn't up front.
They don't count it
up front. I said no prize.
Man.
Lucky Dog Production moderator just come in. Everybody congratulate Lucky Dog Production moderator and Lucky Dog.
I was bragging on you guys too.
Do what?
Here you go, Felix.
I get a pig.
I'll give you a little pig.
Is it a bank? Does it have money in it?
It's a roadhog.
Almond bar corn slices, Felix. Yeah, no. That would be more of a here's some money, go buy and make your own thing. But you know, I haven't done that yet.
Kyle is wanting the pig bank.
He wants my pig. He wants my gnomes too.
Everybody in the chat congratulate Sue and Bob on their 1 million views. That's awesome goal to have reached.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said last night, it's almost like they're celebrities or something. I mean, I bet there is anybody else in the community right now that has that many views. That's just crazy.
Yep, that is awesome. Now, they've been doing YouTube for several years now, ain't they?
4.5 to 5 is what she said last night, I believe. Somewhere between 4 and 5 years, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-oh. What
basically Kyle is saying he's going to steal your pig and your gnomes. So if they come up missing, you know who took them.
Exactly.
You keep hitting those shorts his way, you'll probably be there by the end of the year.
Yeah,
the way that's climbing, I could totally see that.
Kyle, I can see y'all hitting that with about 1 million more shorts. You said y'all were in the single digits. Take 1 million more.
Yeah, she said almost 5 years is how long their channel's been up. See, and I believe they've said before, they were monetized once. And then YouTube changed all the requirements and they demonetized them because they didn't match the requirements, the new requirements. So they had to get remonetized, I believe. So they've been through quite a bit with their little channel. His
Did you guys see that?
made it a year yet.
Did what?
Did you see that Susan came into camp yesterday? She made it to Quartzsite, New Horizon.
Oh,
I
cool.
saw it. Gary didn't because Gary was doing his own thing.
Yeah.
He was watching a princess movie or something. I don't know.
He was
Actually-
braiding his hair.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was trying on my new dress.
Hey, the circle people wear those out here, so don't even play about the dress.
What?
Yeah.
No dresses.
No.
Yeah, no dresses for Gary. Just to get that up front.
No dresses for me.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Aw.
So I
Yeah.
hope it didn't come crashing down.
The foil hat had to come back out.
Kyle, I'll have to talk to you behind the scenes, but I'll tell you why I wasn't there last night. But not go into long detailed story. But anyway, I'll holler at you later. But the pole didn't come down, did it? It just wasn't getting reception.
No.
Okay.
I think an alien spaceship hit it because it reaches so high. I'm pretty sure the aliens were just zooming by and they probably smacked the top of it off. But no, the pole was fine. It was just they were just having an issue. And he put his aluminum hat back on, and it didn't really help much. So I told him he needed to make the hat taller. So he made it a little bit taller, and and coincidence or not, it literally cleared up the picture. I thought it was so weird. That's what I thought, Sue. I thought it was something like that. Yeah, so that was right. That he was monetized, then demonetized, then remonetized.
I'll leave this up.
I've actually worn dresses because we used to be big well, when I was a kid, we were big church goers, so wore dresses then. Funerals sometimes, weddings.
I thought Kyle was going to have to get a beacon to go on.
Well,
top of
actually,
yours.
there is a picture of me in a dress on my members only.
That's
tag.
right. I've seen that.
But you have to be mid-level or higher to see that. So, and
Exclusive
there's a reason for that because I don't want just everybody to see that.
How much PayPal tip does Felix need to wear a dress?
I tell you what, you just never know. So next time she has a premiere, y'all just have to get over there and start throwing out money. Is all I can say.
Right.
I thought when people threw money at you, your clothes were supposed to come off.
Oh. I mean, you're going to park next to the circle people.
Are they going to give me money? No. Flew by and hit it. It was spinning out of control. Might need to get a red blinky light. Definitely need a red blinky
Texas
light.
family camping. Whoop.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Jesse had hair once.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like after we got married, the hair fell out. What's up with that? Go ahead, Gary. You want to say it.
I'm not saying a thing. I fear for my life.
Hey, I never said I was easy to live with. And I never told him that either. So
No comment. No comment.
actually, I probably warned him, but if he can't heed the warning, then that's his problem.
But well, now wait a minute. Let me bite my lip. And
Well, he does say
before I say anything else. Something about minors are not responding. Anyway, let's just don't go there.
I'm thinking that's why he eats a lot of peanut butter, so he can't say anything to Felix.
So
his mouth stays closed.
I'm sacrificing my life for the show here. But when you marry a minor that's eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, how do you expect them to make good choices?
So, truth be told, he is younger than me, and I'm trying to think. I was actually 19 when I met him.
For those that don't know, Jesse was in elementary school when they married.
He was still in high school. So he was in school.
And he's still to today, because Felix, it's like she don't allow change. He's still eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch.
Hey, that ain't me.
You had to make sure he woke up on time to go to school. Felix was already home out of school, and she had to tell him, "I said, you need to go to school today."
Yeah.
You know what he actually says? Because I'll say, "How can you eat the same thing every day?" You're lucky I like the same thing all the time.
Yeah, I bet he says that.
Oh, he does. You ask him.
The truth is he's afraid to ask for anything different, what it is. Don't want to get backhanded across the room, or that evil laser eyes burning a hole in him.
Yeah, I don't think he's scared.
Everybody's saying
he would be more scared that I wouldn't cook for him.
Mod ball.
Cougar. Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah. Was accused of trapping him at one point, and I'm like, really?
I know, right?
Why would I trap a high school kid? I had my own home. I had my own job, but I would trap a high school kid who's jobless.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense. Didn't even hardly speak to him when we met. So, but whatever.
Yeah. Good morning, Kenneth Oaks.
Where the heck did Gary go? I hate when he does that.
He's like, talk amongst yourself, and then took off. Probably had to go get more coffee.
Let's not go there. How he landed you. Yeah, he was very persistent to the I don't want to say stalking, because it didn't quite get that far, considering he couldn't remember my name or phone number the next night, or the next morning.
He was still in school. He was learning.
Yeah. I'm surprised he knows my phone number now, honestly.
8675309.
Yeah.
No, that's
Did you go get more coffee?
So no, I went to get my drone to show you guys what I actually got.
Oh.
So this was my Christmas present from my sweetheart. Like I said, for those that come in late, we don't do hardly anything except go out to eat on our birthdays and anniversaries. So we've always done something for Christmas. So that's it without the battery in it.
How cool. That's a good size.
So for those that want to know, it is a F-22, and that is the brand. So it does pretty good. It's got the camera. The camera only goes up and down. It don't go left and right, but you can move your. It don't have it don't have the what do you call it, where it floats.
Hover.
No, I'm talking about the camera. Gimbal. It don't have the built-in gimbal on the camera, but it is 1080p. So
it looks pretty good sized. Are you absolutely positive it's under the weight? Okay, because I mean, it looks pretty good size. I thought
pretty big.
You know, usually the ones that are like this big are the ones you don't have to.
So
I mean, I think that
it's
means
not
weight
battery.
grams. I think it's fully equipped is the weight that you have to go by.
I think it's 200 and something grams.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. I just thought it looked kind of big for.
But it's pretty cool. It flies great because I'd never flown one, so I think it does really good considering I haven't crashed it yet.
Yeah, I've never flown one either. I don't know if I'm not good with remote control cars, so I'm not really for sure how that would go over with a drone.
It's really easy if you let go of it. If you let go of it, it stops. It hovers. So the biggest thing, if you're messing up, let go of the control. I mean the whatever you're doing.
Between
so it has the
you're getting the license, the registration is the cheaper, easier thing to do. I don't understand.
So it's got the
you have to do both though if it's over a certain weight, right? You'd have to register it and you'd have to have a license.
Right.
Correct?
Certain one. Yeah, this one don't even have to be registered because it's so light. So.
Well, that's true, KNR. I hadn't thought of that. That's very true.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got the control
we
room.
need Tammy to hold it.
Yeah, we need somebody with real hands to hold that so we can get an idea of how big.
You have your own tiny hands, Gary. You got your own tiny hands.
Yeah, your tiny hands are attached.
So, but yeah, I love it. If I had been buying one, that would have been the one I'd have bought. My daughter actually researched it and picked it out for the budget. I think Tammy paid $130. I think. But the downside is you can't get the insurance on them like on the big ones. But they don't cost as much. So if you damage it, you're not out $700 or $800 either.
I swear.
Like David said in Texas Family Camping, that it's not really a big deal to register one. We have ours registered.
Yeah, $5 to register one.
Yeah,
I pulled all that up. I actually created me an account before I realized I didn't even have to register it. So,
because I have a huge quadcopter.
So, pretty cool. I really,
that would be funny. KNR wants to stamp the back of your hands, Gary. That way you have the KNR tiny hands. See, I didn't get stamps. Mine are unstamped because I got my tiny hands before they got stamped.
That drone would be so huge in your tiny hands. You're like this big.
So it came in this cool case.
Oh, that is a cool case.
So, pretty cool. I like it. I've had fun flying it, and that'll only be YouTube. I mean, not Facebook stuff.
Here's ours.
Ooh, I like that. That's huge. Yep.
And a camera.
And you said Mel's got his license, right?
Yeah.
Yep. This is a Cidian. It's a limited edition. Came in black.
Yeah.
Oh, David, we miss you too.
It's okay. And Kyle said his is a little bit of a process to get his out. Mine's just about a few seconds. And the only thing it says that you don't have to calibrate it the long way every time, but I've had to calibrate mine the long way every time. So I don't know. I've got to read the directions a little bit more. But man, super easy to fly. I love it. I am probably gonna try to go out further with it, or just walk some more with it, because I can. Other than the time I accidentally hit the emergency land button, which that wasn't devastating, it just landed. Makes for some great footage. Yeah. Dropping out of the sky. Of course, it'll make you sick if you get sick watching it.
We need to do some footage here, but it's been pretty windy. And of course, you know, Mel wants to make sure there's no wind. He doesn't want anything to happen to it. So we really need to get it up in the air.
I probably won't be getting my drone license. This will probably be the only drone you ever see me have. And all my drone footage will be on a free access, so I don't have to worry about it. So it's got all the features. Follow me, return to home.
I like the follow me. I think follow me is a cool feature.
Yeah.
I like that.
I would be scared to be going down the road in your rig and have follow me. That's kind of, it's cool, but that's kind of scary.
Yeah. Texas Family Camping said they've been flying theirs in some heavy wind.
Yeah, Mel done a little bit of it when we were in Texas, but he doesn't want anything to happen to it. That's his baby, you know, so he's protecting it. Yeah.
Kyle, mine has follow me, but it doesn't like me, so it flies off and does its own thing. Oh, that is hilarious. So I'm wondering how much of that is actually operator error, because, you know.
So Kyle, did you, like, you carried yours in, it didn't have insurance. So you carried it in and had it repaired. And did I hear you say on your video, your crash video, did I hear you say that they sold you insurance on it at the place you had it repaired?
And it
Tammy couldn't buy insurance on mine. She bought it off Walmart's website. It wasn't from Walmart, but it was off the website, and she couldn't buy insurance, like, in case I crashed it.
Yeah, where do you get drone insurance? Is there like a drone insurance company?
Well, with ours, you can get it through the company, you know, but
through DJI.
Yeah.
I guess for the difference in the money, I guess I just have to suck it up.
Well, that's a possibility. They, you know, if it's a cheaper one, you may not. They may not offer it because they figure, well, you're only paying $100. You can just buy a new one. Maybe it would probably actually end up being cheaper to buy a new one.
No, mine has a warranty, Texas Family Camping. But like what Michael and them's got insurance on theirs, so if they crash it again, they didn't have it originally, but after it got sent back, he got insurance on it. So if he crashes it, it's covered.
Yeah, and I think it's through DJI because they keep replacing his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Michael's crashed his again?
I
know he crashed it once, that it didn't have insurance.
Well, I remember the one that they replaced, that he got replaced, was gone again. So, yeah. Now we're wanting to fly ours out here with Billy and Brenda from the Wandering Aces. They're the ones that that you had up on your live that day that Gary was looking at their cargo trailer. When Jerry was wanting to buy their cargo trailer.
Yeah.
He flies those real big drones. Do you remember that? Well, he's got a DJI and he's telling us the same thing. Don't worry about the winds. So we're wanting to see, if we can go do that with them later while they're here.
I'd say you'd have to really watch doing drone footage at Quartzsite. No telling what you'll catch.
You go. Oh, yeah, Nettie, you need to get down there at the other circle. We need to see that stuff.
Saggy Sacks.
No, Mal saying saggy sacks. No.
KNR, that camper you sent me just needs a little paint. What do you mean?
No circle drone.
No circle drone footage. Come on, Sherry. You're no fun.
She said no saggy sacks. Oh, I know.
Man, we've been on over an hour.
I'll let
Saggy Sacks.
we can let Roy find the naked Bigfoot. He's pretty good at doing that.
Yeah. Seen that one picture.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
Sherry knows about my finger. She didn't put it in the
That's
chat.
not the right finger, Sherry.
He's being nice.
Just
Unlike y'all yahoos.
hey, when I did it, it was an accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It
I do
was.
know that.
That's what they always tell the police officer when they get pulled over for speeding too. The accident.
I always just tell them what I was driving because it doesn't do any good to fib.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, I don't know, I wasn't looking, but I'm sure it was too fast.
Right? Here.
I only have one cop one time, and he was like a temporary town cop, and he gave me a ticket. But all the rest of them that I've ever done, that I had one come up to the windows like, yeah, blah blah blah, give me your ID crap. Do you have any warrants? Not that I know of. That's probably not the answer most people would give a cop, but he kind of snickered because obviously he thought it was rather amusing, and
It's okay, Sherry. I put the right one in the chat for you. There's my finger.
Kyle.
Then he gets his tickets. Yeah. So, are you having a morning show tomorrow?
Yeah. Tomorrow. Yeah. Next Monday, the 4th, I won't be having a morning show. The 5th, which will be the next night, I'll have a very special interview that nobody wants to miss. It's at least a box and a half tissue rated box and a half, a tissue box and a half. That's how I should say it. Rated interview with Kyle from KNR Destinations. You won't want to miss that. That'll be a week from tomorrow, and that'll be awesome. And so
just
tomorrow
so you know,
night,
I probably won't cry. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Now that's on your night show, right?
That'll be on a week from tomorrow night. Now tomorrow night is the New Year's party. We'll start it at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We'll start it in Jerry Holly's time slot. I don't know how long we'll go with it. May not go long.
Right.
I don't know. Kyle the Daydream Tissue episode. Yeah, that might be what we have to title it.
Now the night shows, which you guys already kind of figured out, is really hard at Quartzsite to get on. But I'll be in the chat if I can't get on. I'll definitely try.
So that is an interview I'm looking forward to. I've heard most of what we're going to be talking about. But it should be a really good interview. Everybody needs to do
Even
that.
though you've heard most of it, you're probably going to cry again.
Right. Yep. So you all want to be there. There's going to be things I'm sure none of y'all's heard. There's going to be a lot that some of y'all have never heard. I mean, there's going to be a lot of y'all that's heard none of it. What I guess I was trying to say.
People who
That's
cry
kinda
are very
awful to go.
uncomfortable.
So
Maybe it's a good thing if I can't get on, because I will tell you that I will cry.
See,
yeah.
I think Gary's going to cry enough for everybody.
Oh, okay.
And make me uncomfortable enough. So,
Well, what you need to have, Felix, is a crying emoji bubble, and you can go behind it.
that way it can appear that I'm, and it's not that I don't care or I don't, have a feeling about it. It's just I'm not much of a crier. It takes a bit.
Yeah.
So, there's certain people who have passed away that I didn't cry, and then there's others who have that I did. So,
It's the dark side. See, you guys, it's the dark side. Let's just leave it.
Styles.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That is nasty.
Kyle had to go there. I wish I could tell you about the conversation. I got a phone call from a YouTube channel yesterday. I won't name names, but they are in the chat. I got a phone call from a YouTube channel yesterday. I wish I could tell you what that conversation was about. Let's just say that me and Tammy were crying. We were laughing so hard. Anyway, there may be a video to follow with that. Not one from me, but from that YouTube channel. And Lord, I first get text and they're asking me about something and I am totally lost. So they have to call and inform me what they're talking about. And me and Tammy's over here rolling. But it's hilarious. So I get some of those calls every now and then. And then last night I cried all night. Can't tell y'all about that. But Felix and Nettie knows about it. And let's just say that the Lord done a crazy thing last night. And I have squalled about it and still crying about it. But anyway, won't go into all that. But life is good. It's amazing how God shows you things. So
everything happens for a reason. Even downsizing to your home.
You're right, Kyle. I'm the catch-all friend. I love it too. I get stuff from people all the time, texts and phone calls, and it's good. It's good. Man, we've been on an hour. And
you throw it out there, Gary, and then people want to know. You can't be throwing stuff out there.
Yeah, because they're like, now for the rest of the story.
Well, what I'm saying is God, and this is the truth. God done something last night for me and Tammy that was just totally amazing. And it just opened up our eyes about something that we've been praying about, our future and all that. And so that in a nutshell, and Felix and Nettie can confirm that what I'm telling you is true. And
I just make sure, Gary,
go into all the details.
That the blessing you received is used the way God expects you to use it, not the way you want to use it.
That's right.
You need to remember that.
Yep.
Keep that in mind. Because a lot of people will get a blessing and use it how they want to, not praying about it and finding out what it is God wants them to do with it, and it backfires on them big time. So
yeah,
I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, I had long conversations with the people involved in this, and the things they told me. There's still a lot of things that's got to fall into place. Let me just say that. But it was an amazing night last night. Me and Tammy come home from Christmas from Dad's, and that's why y'all didn't see me out, because I was doing that. And me and Tammy was talking about a lot of that after they left, and talking about the future. And we watched the movie and kept talking about the future. And that's where we were yesterday. And you know, in our position, we do a lot of talking and a lot of praying. So you may see us some days, you may not. And so we have got to do something, and probably for months now we've been researching stuff and talking to different people, and that stuff is not going to happen right now. There's some things got to fall into place, but we're still working.
I don't think people liked you talking about God, because it looks like we lost like 5 people in the last few minutes.
That's all right.
Wow.
That's their own thing.
That's pretty narrow-minded of people.
But they might not left for that reason. It's 10:17. They might be getting ready to bug out.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, I would like to sell my truck. It does involve me selling my truck. I will say that for sure. So, yep. But yeah,
I don't feel like Kyle wants to pay for the truck.
Yeah, I know it.
Since the word donate came up in that sentence.
Yeah. So a lot more of this might get revealed down the road. It's just a lot of it, just a lot of details in this, and I don't want to get into it here, but that's the gist of what happened last night. But love you guys. I appreciate y'all being here. And we usually about this time start losing some. Usually not that many that fast, but that's all right. Everybody's got things to do. Yeah.
Can't please everybody.
So
yeah, we're gonna eat breakfast here real soon.
Oh,
wow.
Here we go, Kyle. Another take on that. I may have my truck sold. Somebody's supposedly going to see about getting money on it. That's close to, that's dating one of my nieces. So we'll see how that goes. They supposedly can afford it. So I don't know them. That's why I say supposedly. I don't know them. And they never met them. I don't have a clue who they are. So a lot of people, this guy owns a business, so he should know if he can or not. So some people, ain't it weird how some people think they can afford your stuff, and then when they go to the bank, like I know pretty much how much my payment's going to be on something if I've got to borrow the money. I know pretty much what the payment's going to be before I even ask for the money. I know how much the insurance is going to be. I know all that. And it's amazing how some people get blown away and shocked when they go, I've just never been like that. I know I've always known before I even make a deal with somebody if I can or can't buy something.
KNR has a question. They're wanting to start a new episode called Cooking with KNR. What's everybody's thoughts on that?
Well, as long as you're not in charge of the flames, that might be okay. But other than that, it might be a devastating move.
I'm just going to say I love food.
I love food. And I love Kyle's food.
Good morning, Sailing Away.
Yeah, if smokers burn up in the process, that's good stuff.
Just make sure the camera's out.
Yes. Sailing Away with T&K's in here.
Now I have that song Sailing Away in Key Largo in my mind now.
Right.
Flambe. Yes. Flambe everything.
So I was watching a video sometime or another, and this guy was barbecuing in a barbecue. It was a trailer like you pull behind your pickup truck with a rack up here, and the bottom was solid instead of like wood. It was solid metal, and it came up on the sides about 8 inches. And that was the barbecue. They had big chunks of wood like firewood thrown in it, and they had this grill with racks of ribs and chicken. And one of these roadside vendors, man.
So, Kyle, is it because they're saying it's your fault? You know, like it was operator error, so you're just kind of out of luck. They're not gonna replace it or do anything about it, or you know, what's the skinny on that? I mean, because they could say, well, there was, you know, instructions that gave that warning, and
I don't think they were actually instructions on that, other than I didn't read any instructions that said that, but they may have been.
Okay, so there could have been instructions that said, right? I don't even know why you even opened your mouth, Gary.
Yeah, you're right. After I said that, I thought, well, I've stepped off in the quicksand here.
Hey, Mel wanted me to tell you that we're having boneless chicken for breakfast.
Chicken for breakfast?
Yeah, he said that's called eggs. Boneless chicken.
Oh, duh. I can't eat eggs. They haven't even brought that part up. They just keep passing us to different people. Oh. So basically, they don't want to deal with it at all. They could care less what happened. They just don't want to deal with it.
Queen Mother.
Boneless chicken.
Well, that's a bummer. I think it may be like Jerry and his Google money. You're probably never going to see a thing. Yeah, a big old review of it caught on fire and had a major meltdown.
Yeah. If they don't do something, that might be the road to go, Kyle. We got 6 minutes.
So did it have like a warranty with it? Was there like some kind of a warranty that come with the A-Smokes? Because they were like a test product, right? That was the whole thing.
No, it wasn't a test product. It was a new product, and it was like a GoFundMe, but it wasn't GoFundMe. It was something else. It was a business accumulating capital.
Yeah, they had to get a certain amount of sales in order to produce them.
And they far exceeded. Like they sold, there's no time.
Right. So, I mean, essentially, it was kind of like a test product. That's basically what it was. So, was there a warranty with that?
I don't know. And
it probably didn't have one. See, there's a lot of companies that do this, and there was one I can't remember. It was some kind of a little, like a little cigarette lighter cooler type thing. I don't know. And they took a whole bunch of money from people to produce these, and then they didn't sell enough of them, and then they didn't give these people back their money either. So I was like, wow, okay.
The water filter thing I gave away in Uganda, that was done by a big company that makes water filters. But I technically bought that on a GoFundMe type page. And they're a great company. They stand behind everything they do. Matter of fact, they contacted me to make sure I was going to get mine before I went to Uganda last year. And I mean, they were awesome. And,
so they've had issues with these A-Smokes. Has anybody else had theirs replaced or anything? Or is everybody still getting shutted around?
And I don't think they were cheap, right? Didn't they cost quite a bit?
The A-Smokes?
They weren't expensive. I think
It depended which package you got, but they're around $200.
Yeah.
For like the big package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much for it to just catch on fire and melt down into nothing.
Exactly.
That has been an issue. Not everybody's had that issue, but a bunch of people has had that issue. But I think it's too. I wonder if more people wouldn't have had the same issue had they have cooked the same way Kyle has.
Right.
Because everybody that's had that issue has been on high heat with the lid closed. And so somebody like me, if I'm going to cook something high heat, I got a Traeger. I throw mine in the Traeger. Usually I'm cooking a bunch.
So he's saying that everybody in the Facebook group that he's talked to has said they basically got screwed and didn't get anything for replacement.
Wow.
Well, that's something. I'm glad I didn't buy one.
Yeah, we got a Blackstone. That's all.
Yeah, 400 really ain't that high. But I've heard people say 400 with the lid closed is the point where everybody's having the issues. I shouldn't have said high, but high heat in compared to what I cook on. Like when I'm used my little one, all I've used it for is hamburgers and slot dogs. I don't think I've cooked. I think I did cook some. I don't think I've even cooked anything other than hamburgers and hot dogs on mine.
So what I'm thinking here is K&R should have purchased a Blackstone and just skipped on the A-Smoke thing.
Yeah, but who knew, right? Who knew there was going to be issues?
Never had the issue with my Traeger, just saying. Good point.
Yeah, I've not had an issue with my Traeger, and I've cooked turkeys on mine.
So there's like some type of a design flaw there.
What the guy on the Facebook page was saying that he should have kept it closed, but why keep it closed if you're searing?
So did it actually melt the grill? I mean, did it like seriously melt it like you can't use it? It's melted. Because, I'm thinking, man, that has to be a design flaw. Really, you would make the metal where it would withstand flame because it's a grill. I mean, it's not like a griddle. It's a grill. You're gonna get flame at some point, probably. Yeah, I don't have Blackstone either.
He got a real nice. I think it's a blue Rhino or something. Looks like a Blackstone.
It burned up everything inside. The felt, the lining holding the grill together. It had felt in it.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Right? That's what I was. So yeah, whatever. That sounds like a design flaw to me, and the electronics. But I'm thinking you're probably going to be SOL because it doesn't sound like they're going to do anything about it, and they're going to keep passing you on until you give up, is what they're going to do. So. I'm assuming there's no phone number to call. You're having to email, which makes it worse because you can't demand on the spot, I want to speak to. You have to just keep getting pushed around email to email.
Have a good day, Shanna.
It is 10:30.
It is 10:30. We got to get out of here. All right, guys. We'll see y'all in the morning. Y'all have a good one and stay out of trouble, Kyle. So,
yeah.
All right. Love you guys. See ya.
Love ya. Bye.